Let's get started with Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Personally, what I'm going to talk about is mind is the first. Yes, mind is the first history topic. In order to understand this Dhamma talk, this discourse, Buddha's teaching was there. Buddha taught us as first. That is, mind receive all mental state. Mind is their chief. They are mind-made. If one speak or acts with an evil mind, suffering follows it. If one speak or acts with an evil mind, if you speak with an evil mind, if you act with an evil mind, suffering follows him, follows you. Suffering follows you. Yes. Because you speak with an evil mind. You do with an evil mind. And then suffering follows you. Just as the wheat, the food of the ox, the food of the ox. Yes, ox, you know, ox, cow. Yes, yes, ox. The food of the ox. Yes. The food of the ox means the footprint of the ox, no? Yes, of the ox. Footprints means the foot of the ox. It is called for human beings, for the human being, we call foot. Yes, for the cow, for the ox, footprints. We call footprints. The foot of the ox, the footprints of the ox. You know cart. Cart, yes. Yes. Ox is following after the cart. Wherever cart is going, and wherever the ox was going, the wheat was following after the ox. Yeah, after the ox. So the wheat is following after the ox. After the ox. Yes. Just as the wheel follow after the ox. So if you speak with an evil mind, suffering follows you, just as the wheel, the foot of the ox. Yes. When you do with an evil mind, suffering follows you, just as the wheel, the foot of the ox, like that. This is what the Buddha taught. Relating to this Dhamma talk, there was a story when residing at the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi monastery. Monastery is Jetavana monastery. Jetavana monastery. Jetavana monastery means Jeta prince. Jeta means the name of prince. The name of prince. Prince means prince, princess. Yeah, that is prince. Jeta means that is name, the name of prince. Jeta's monastery, that's one Jetavana monastery. Jeta Prince monastery. This monastery is the monastery of Jeta Prince. Jeta Prince. Actually, he owned that land. That land is Jeta Prince land. The land of Jeta Prince. The land of Jeta Prince. And later on, another Vedika bought his land and offered as monastery. At the time, and another Vedika gave the name of monastery Jetavana monastery. Jetavana monastery means the monastery of Jeta Prince. Yeah, like that. Jetavana monastery actually the land of Jeta Prince. The land of Jeta Prince, and another Vedika offer monastery to live Buddha and his disciple. That's why this the name of this monastery is called Jetavana monastery. Anatha Vedika. Anatha Vedika. Anatha Vedika means the father of Sumna Devi. Yes, the father of Sumna Devi. The father of Mahasi, Anatha. Yes, Anatha Vedika. In Pali word, Anatha Vedika. We call that is called Anatha Ved. That is Burmese word. In Pali word, Anatha Vedika. Anatha Ved. The father of Sumana Devi, Mahasubhaja, Chula Subhaja, and Kala. Yes, Mount Kala. So Natha Vedikas offer that monastery and to live Buddha and his disciple. Natha Vedika offer as a monastery, Buddha's monastery. While residing, you know residing? Yes. While residing at the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi, the town of name, and the name of the town that is called Savatthi. And Savatthi, the Buddha uttered this verse. This verse means mind precede all mental state, mind is their chief, they are mind made. If one speaks or acts with an evil mind, suffering follows him, just as the foot of the ox. Buddha uttered this verse. When the Buddha uttered this verse, on one occasion, there was a story relating to the Chakupala. Chakupala means the name of the Buddha's monk. Monk's name, Chakupala. Chakupala, the name of the monk, Chakupala. There was a Chakupala monk. That Chakupala monk means Arahat. Yes, Arahat. Arahat means Yahanda. arahatship, we have to understand. Sotapanna, Sakadagam, Anagan, Arahat, Yahana, that is called Arahat. Yes. Chakubala, Tira. Tira is also kinds of monk. Kinds of monk. Chakubala Tira, senior monks we call as Tira. Senior monks we call as Tira. Yeah, Venerable Siaro Tira. And Pali word that is Tira. Chakubala Tira. Siaro Chakubala. Venerable Siaro Chakubala also we can call. Chakubala Tira, he was blind, no eyesight. He was blind, even though he was Arahat. He could not see anything. Yeah. Yes. Sorry? Yeah. Both of them. He can't see anything. He can't see anything. He was practicing meditation, pacing up and down, walking up and down. While he was practicing walking meditation, he was stepping on the insect. Stepping on the insect. Accidentally, we have to say, not deliberately. Not deliberately. He was stepping on the insect. Many of insects are dying on his way, on his road, which he was practicing meditation. One of the monks came to the Buddha. When he came to the Buddha, on the way, he saw insects were dying. Insects were dying. Yes, because of stepping Chakubala. Applying to the Buddha in this story. Okay, Lord Buddha, Chakubala Tira was stepping insect, killing insect by walking meditation. What is that? Why he was killing insect? Yes. At the time, Buddha said he was Arahat. He was Arahat. He was not killing any insect because as he Arahat. No? He was never killing any insect as he Arahat. Yes, accidentally stepped insect because he has no eyesight. No eyesight. So he has no innocent. He was innocent person because he has no mind to kill any insect. That's why mind precedes all mental state. Mind is their chief. They are mind made. If one speaks or acts with an evil mind, suffering follows him, just as the weed, the foot of the ox. The foot of the ox. Buddha preached. And then Chakubala Tira was blind. Why he was blind means formerly he was physician. He cured women, which is iron problems, and he had given white men and that women used that the ointment what he had given for her. She was better. Her eye was better. Yes, better. Before physician was cured her eye. Okay, help me, doctor. If you can cure my eye to be good, I will be asleep together with my children. I'll be your slave together with my children. At the time, physician completely cured. Everything is good. In this context, that women feel afraid to be slave, to be his slave. She and her family, the whole family, they had to be slave. That's why she don't want to be slave. So she tell a lie to the physician. My eye was not so good. Physician know very well she was telling a lie. She was telling a lie. Physician know very well. So physician gave any other ointments. Ointments, medicine. Ointments mean medicine. Any other ointment, physician was given any other ointment. When she used that ointment, her eyesight completely blind. She could not see anything. Yes, change everything. Because of his evil deed, as a result of this evil deed, physician became Chakubala. Yes, when he became as Chakubala, he could not see anything because of this bad deed, because of this bad action. As a result of bad action, to blind women, he made bad action to blind that women. No? To blind that women, he made bad action. Because of that action, as a result of this evil deed, he became Chakubalatira as blind man, blind Tira, as blind person, like that. So Buddha preached. If you speak or act with an evil mind, suffering follows him. If suffering follows him. If you speak with an evil mind, suffering follows you. If you act with an evil mind, suffering follows you. For example, just as the queen, the foot of the ox. Now, Chakubalatira act with an evil mind. Suffering follows him. Just as the queen, the foot of the ox. Yes. It means, and if you do an evil deed, suffering is following you. If you do good deed, happiness is following you. Now, Chakubala was doing evil action. Evil action. Because of evil action, he was blind. He was blind. Because he made to be blind other women. Ox. Ox means just as The queen, just as the queen, the foot of the ox, the foot of the ox, that is for example, the queen is following after the ox. The queen is following after the ox. Wherever the ox was going, wherever the ox going, the queen was following after the ox. Like the same way, whatever you do, good or bad, the result was following after you. Yeah, after you, whatever you do, and the result was following after you. Yes, after you, after me, after us. Like
Is following after us.
yes, like that. It means, and this is one verse only. The second verse, mind precedes all mental state. Mind is their chief. They are mind made. If one speak or acts with pure mind, happiness follows him, just as never departed Cheryl, just like Cheryl. Cheryl means that Cheryl is following wherever you go. Wherever you go, Cheryl is following after you. In the same way, whatever you do, good action, good result is following you. Yeah, that is very interesting. Whatever you do good result is following after you.
Is following
After you, yeah, just that is this is a good side. Two verses and bad verse, bad verse is already finished. It was finished together with the story. Chakubala's story is for bad action and bad result. Now this is good action and good result. This part is different. It means mind precedes all mental state. They are mind made if one speak or acts with pure mind. This is pure mind. Happiness follows it. Happiness follows you, just as zero. If you speak with an evil mind, suffering follows you, just as we. Just as we. If you do evil action, if you speak or act with an evil mind, suffering follows you, just as we, just like we. If you speak or act with pure mind, happy mind, pure mind, happiness follows you, just as zero, just as zero.
Yes, evidence is decided by our mind.
Yeah, your mind. Because of your mind, you do that action, good or bad action. And mind is mainly important. If your mind is good, your action is good. If your mind is bad, action is bad. Yeah, cause and effect also. Good cause, good effect. Bad cause, bad effect. Now Chekubala, and he made to be blind. He made the women to be blind. Now result was coming back. He also and blind himself because of bad action, bad result. And second story also, at the time of Buddha, there was a story and with a reference to Mata Kundali. Mata Kundali is the name of sun, the name of sun. Mata Kundali. Mata Kundali was the son of Adena Bhogaga. Adena Bhogaga means his father. Adena Bhogaga is father, and Mata Kundali is son. Yes. Adena Bhogaga. Adena Bhogaga means never give. Never. He has never given anything. Never donate, never offer, never give like that. And that is called Adena Bhogaga. Yes, he had never given anything to anyone, never offer anything to anyone like that. That is called Adena Bhogaga. Father, the name of fathers. The son is Mata Kundali. One day, Mata Kundali was feeling sick, not very well. And Adena Bhogaga was really stingy. Yes. Adena Bhogaga is really stingy. Never given anything to anyone. Even for his son, mostly never given. He was making ornaments. Ornaments means like rain. This jewel, like rain. That is called ornaments. Yes, ornaments. He was making ornaments for his son. He made himself. No need to go in the shop. He hand over the shop, they will charge much money. He will charge much money. Himself, he make himself and not to be pay any amount of money. So he doesn't want to pay any money. So he doesn't want to spend any money. Yes, we have to think so. No? And that's why he was very stingy. No? So never donate, even for the only son. This is the only son. The only son. Yeah. For the only son, he was really stingy. Even though his son was not feeling very well, no? He was feeling sick and serious disease. Even though his son was feeling serious disease, he could not cure and with doctors, everything. He could not try anything, to be cured his son. Any clinic, any hospital, yes, like that. Later on, the situation of his son was from back to worse. Yes, nearly to die. Yes, about to die. Unfortunately, it was so late to cure. So the situation is about to die. At the time, Buddha knew this situation every day. Buddha knew this situation every day. And early in the morning, Buddha used to reflect the whole universe. At the time, Buddha saw Mata Kundali. Buddha saw in his knowledge, the net of knowledge. In his knowledge, Buddha saw Mata Kundali. Mata Kundali was feeling sick, a serious disease. He is going to die. not yet dying. Before Mata Kundalini died, this is nearly to die. At the time, Buddha knew everything. Buddha was going for alms wrong. Alms wrong means go for alms wrong means into the quarters together with alms bowl and going here and there and here any force. Buddha was going for alms wrong and came to the house of Mata Kundalini. In front of the house of Mata Kundalini. And Buddha was standing up and in front of the house, not enter into the house. And Buddha was sent forth a ray of light. Sent forth a ray of the light. Sent the light, actually. Sent the light attracting to the Adina Bobaka, to see Adina Bobaka. The ray of the light. Buddha sent ray light, a ray of the light. You know, a ray of, yes, the light. Light, yes, the light, actually the light. The ray of the light. Buddha sent forth the ray of the light on Mata Kundalini to see Mata Kundalini, attracting Mata Kundalini. At the time, Mata Kundalini saw, this is a Buddha. He saw a ray of the light of the Buddha. This is Buddha. Oh, really, I have to be respect to the Buddha. Oh, really respectable. Really amazing. Buddha was come and help me at the times. He wants to donate something, but it is impossible. He's about to die. He can't do anything. He can do nothing. So he could not donate. He could not serve anything. He could not do any meritorious deed. He was paying respect to the Buddha. He was devotion. He has devotion only. Devotion means he was that is really happy to see the Buddha. He was really happy to see the Buddha. Reality, yes. He was really happy to see the Buddha. I'm so lucky I have a chance to see the Buddha. And that is called devotion. Because he has that devotion, he was happy to see the Buddha. Later on, he passed away. Mata Kundalini passed away. And reborn. Yes, Mata Kundalini passed away and reborn Tawadesa.
Heaven.
Yes, heaven. Tawadesa, heaven. In reality, Mata Kundalini had never given any food, never offer any food to anyone, never offer. He had never done meritorious deed except from paying homage to the Buddha before he passed away. Before he passed away, he paid homage to the Buddha mentally, not physically, mentally. He could not join funds. He could not go down. He was feeling very seriously prior to dying. Unfortunately, he could not go down. He could not and worship. He could not be respected by himself, but he was paying homage and mentally to the Buddha and mentally. Yes, mentally only, not physically. He could not pay homage to the Buddha physically because he was feeling seriously. He could not move. He could not move anything prior to dying. Because of paying homage to the Buddha mentally, he was reborn nowadays a heaven. Nowadays a heaven.
He was reborn in
Heaven. Yeah, nowadays. This is a really interesting story. Mind precedes all mental state. Mind is their chief, their mind made. If one speak or acts with pure mind, happiness follows it. Just as Cheryl.
Yes, he didn't offer to make a lot for that. He wanted to have one.
He paid respect to the Buddha mentally. That is meritorious deed. That's why I told your father and mother yesterday. Prayer to die is really important. Even though you don't have any charity, any morality, any meditation, don't worry. Prior to dying, you need to observe and you need to pay homage to the Buddha and to the Dhamma, to the Sangha, or you need to observe morality, you need to practice meditation, or you need to share loving kindness meditation. That is very important. Prior to dying is really important. All of your life is not so important. Even though you was committing wrong and killing or stealing, whatever bad action you have done, demeritorious deed in all of your life. Prior to dying, you need meritorious deed. If you remember meritorious deed, you will be reborn and good life, good life. Meritorious deed and demeritorious deed is opposite. Meritorious deed means wholesome activities. Demeritorious deed means unwholesome activities. Yes.
And the other day you told me whatever you killing, whatever you killing someone or something, that you need to, I need to do good deed.
Before you die, prior to dying, that is main important. Before you die, you need to remember Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, or you need to remember meritorious deed. That is main important. And that mind and help you to be reborn good life. Good life. So prior to dying, if you have good mind, you will be good life. If you have bad mind, you will be bad life.
Yeah, what is that? Reborn in the heaven and reborn in this life.
Heaven means that is next life. Next life, yes. That is next life.
I think this life is like it, a past.
Yes, heaven means he was Mata Kundali and God. Yes, that is next life.
Yes, he was that into the past.
Yes.
Past.
Yeah, and a person, he returned into the person and the story was too long. And he was came down from heaven to human world. Heaven world to human world. And Adena Bhubaga was crying. He was crying. His father was crying. Why you are crying here? Why you are crying? Oh, I remember as my son And that's why I'm crying. Oh, and human, when I was human life, you didn't cure. Even for the doctors, you could not spend any money. Why you are crying here? Ah, I remember my son. If you see your son, what will happen? Ah, if I see my son, I'll be very happy. At the time, he said, I am your son. I was reborn at nowadays a heaven. Oh, amazing. Oh, I see. I'm very happy. Why you were reborn? You was reborn and nowadays a heaven. You have no charity, no morality, no concentration, no meritorious. Why you are reborn in the heaven? Oh, before I passed away, I have a chance to be homage to the Buddha mentally. As a result of paying homage to the Buddha mentally, he was reborn in the heaven. Nowadays, a heaven. So, the result of paying homage to the Buddha mentally one time. This is the one time meritorious state. Even the one time meritorious state is leading to be reborn nowadays a heaven. So we need to pay homage to the Buddha. We need to pay homage to the Dhamma, to the Sangha. When yes, parent and teacher also. When you have free times, you need to pay homage and you need to pay respect, three gems and parents, teachers, like that. Seven heaven. That is no seven. Six heaven, not seven. Chatu Mahare. And Stumari, Tawadesa, Yama, Dusita, Nema Narati, Pranamita, Vasavati. Yes. Yeah, also, other heaven also, if you do meritorious deed, you can be reborn other higher and higher. As Chatu Stumarit is the lowest heaven. Above the Stumarit, Tawadesa. Above Tawadesa, Tusita, Yama, Tusita, Nema, Narati, Pranamita, Vasavati is the highest. Pranamita Vasavati is the highest. So six heaven. You have to understand that in order to reborn as heaven, you need to do meritorious deed. You need to do meritorious deed. If you do meritorious deed, you can be reborn as in the heaven. In the heaven, that is. So you need to do meritorious deed. That is very important. You need to serve parents, your teachers, your parents, or Trivirgin. You need to do meritorious deed. You need to pay homage to the Buddha. You need to pay homage to the Dhamma. You need to pay homage to the Sangha, or you need to observe morality. You need to practice concentration meditation. You need to practice insight meditation. You need to avoid, yes, demeritorious state. And you don't have to kill any living being. You don't have to steal what is not given by the owner. Yes, you don't have to take what is not given by the owner. You don't have to take a lie. You don't have to commit sexual misconduct. You don't have to drink alcohol. Mm, smoke also. And you have to avoid five mm, five precepts. You have to observe five precepts. You have to observe five precepts. If you are able to observe five precepts, you can be reborn and heaven. And heaven. Hmm. Yes, okay, please. Lord Buddha, yes. Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, there are many stories. If you are interested in the Google search, you can find many stories, and the story of the Buddha, and the story of the Buddha's disciple, or many sutta, and many. It's very easy to find in the internet. Google. Oh. Oh. Yes, and you can read many story relating to the religious story or business story, education stories, many stories. Yes, knowledge story also you can find. You can search. In the internet. Internet it is available for whatever you want. Mostly available. But you need to find. You need to know how to find, how to search. Okay, and if we jump into conclusion today topics, mind is important. Yeah, mind is the first. Mind is the first. If your mind is bad, your life will be bad. If your mind is bad, suffering follows you. Dukkha follows you. If your mind is bad, you do bad because of your mind is bad. If one speak or acts with an evil mind, because you have evil mind, you do evil action. Evil, you speak evil. You speak and you do evil action. Like that. Because of evil mind, you do evil action. Because of evil action, and suffering follows you, just as the wheel. If you have good mind, pure mind, if you speak or act with pure mind, happiness follows you. Happiness follows you, yes. And just like never departed Cheryl, just like Cheryl. If you have good mind, happiness follows you. If you have bad mind, suffering follows you. If you have bad mind, suffering follows you, just like the wind. If you have good mind, happiness follows you, just like Cheryl. Like that, you have to understand. So in this world, mind is the first. Mind is main important. If your mind is bad, your life will be bad. If your mind is good, your life will be good. And not only this present life, but also future life. So your life is depend on your mind. Depend on your mind. Yes, your life is depend on your mind. Yes, your mind made your life. Mind made everything. Mind made everything. Mind is your chief, our chief. Mind is chief. Mind is foreigner. Foreigner means more. Mind is foreigner means mind precede. Mind precede all mental state. Mind precede everything. Everything. Mind is preceding everything. Decided here by the mind. Made by the mind. Everything is made by the mind. Yes. Yes, that mind is very important in this world. And some people are so poor. Poor mind, poor life. Rich mind, rich life. Good mind, good life. Yes, like that. Bad mind, bad life. We have to understand. Mind is the first. Mind is important. Nowadays, some people are very rich because they have good mind and trying very hard as much as they can. They become rich man, rich person. That is very important. Even though you are very poor, if you have good mind, you can be rich man, rich women, rich people, and rich person, and educated person also. It is possible. So mind is the first in this world. And education, mind is more than education. Even though you have bad mind, how many degrees you have, even though you have bad mind, you will be bad. Mind is important. Yes. Even though you are rich person, if you have bad mind, you will be bad. Mind is important. Yeah. Yes. That is true. So you have to train your mind to be good. Yes. Yeah, you have to train your mind to be good and better mind. You have to train. You have better mind, better life, good mind, good life. Yes. Bad mind, bad life. Yes. We have to understand so. Okay, this is relating to the mind. Today's topic is yes, mind is the first. You have to understand, and you have to train your mind not to be bad. Train your mind to be good. In that case, if your mind is good, your life is good. If your mind is excellent, your life is also excellent. No? You have to understand and try to be excellent mind and excellent life. Okay, let's talk just here.